Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It's look at lines. Not exactly late night money. A little beforehand, but you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We got lines up. We'll jump right into it. Why wouldn't we? Why sit around and wait? You don't put off what you can do today. NBA, Boston rolls, Clippers roll, Milwaukee rolls, dogfight in OKC, and we'll talk about it. I had the Mavericks plus 1.5. I had the Pacers plus 3.5. Team total here, Boston rolls. We covered that 112. Never in doubt here in the video. But yeah, my personal plays, 2 losers. What am I going to do? I had good numbers. And I was saying, I was on Dave's show earlier. I was like, you get a number, and Jesse Shule was in the chat as well. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I posted the picks out there. Now, for me personally, I could come in and get a live number and, heads, get off bad play. It's early. You're like, oh boy, what's going on here? But what am I gonna do? That's baseball, Susan. Hockey home teams continue to win. I told you, I said I did all the puck lines on the home teams, and 2 games today, Tampa Bay, Colorado, 2 goals in the last 30 seconds. Otherwise, I had a nice 3-0 sweep. It said I'm 1-2 heading into the Vancouver who we have puck line in the chat. All right, let's talk some MLB. We'll see what's going on in these games. I mean, we got the Seattle rolling along right now, 10-2. It's been a low-scoring affair there of late. And, well, we'll talk about that. Rockies play the Padres tomorrow. Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter, if you haven't, give me a follow. Give me a follow. Why wouldn't you? There's a poll question posted here on the Sean Higgs YouTube channel. Answer it. Yes, no, there's two answers. That's all you got to do. Pick one. Winning Free Picks YouTube channel. Give it a follow. If you're on the Twitter world, pop over to one of the channels and hit the thumbs button. Not that hard. We got Facebook likes, Brio and Dennis checking in. Love it. We got comments nice and early. We'll hit the comments, and then we'll do our rundown for MLB and NBA playoffs for tomorrow. Smoke and mirrors popping in. Haven't seen you in a bit. Finished the room, and there you and came right in. David says, Sean told you Clippers are... No, listen, Dallas is not garbage. It was a bad... What am I going to do? They have a bad quarter. Clippers are good. I'm just not sold on them. Not sold on them. Oldie. Didn't I just see you somewhere, Oldie? Going to have action on the Magic game tomorrow, he's asking. He haven't looked that far. Haven't you looked that far? Were you live betting the heck out of this Thunder game? Born and raised in Orlando, 3rd-generation Floridian. Had action on 16 games this season involving Magic. 13 were against the Magic. If they have a chance tomorrow, I think they live. I don't know. Listen, I like the Magic today, Oldie. I like them. It's a nice bring your lunch pail to work crew, but I don't know. I think the under is the way to go in that series. And I answered you. I don't think Dallas is garbage. They play terrific. 8-point second quarter. Terrible. Poll question posted on the Sean Higgs channel. Answer it. Brian says, I don't think OKC covers the 9. Didn't play it. Took the under instead. Probably the way to go with the under. Robert, I just got the Canucks and the Thunder money line. Let's go Canucks. Orioles, Phillies, Braves, rolling. Is this for tomorrow, B-Hawk, or for today? What do you got here? So Thunder money line plus 117, and I guess a parlay, obviously, because the Thunder were a little bit of a fave. Brent says, I do like the look of tomorrow's A's first 5 tomorrow. Yanks are consistent offense so far this season. I said I was just doing a show with Dave and them, and they'll tell you because they're here, Oldie and Spoke Weirds. I'm like, I kind of like the A's tomorrow. Maybe an under. Early game, 1 o'clock game. A couple lefties on the hill. Spoke Weirds got the under first half in the Pellies. What's that first half been? 11-2? 12-2, something like that? Pellies plus 80 saying congrats. We don't count our chickens before they hatch. Stop Gio's in the house. Good luck this week. I appreciate it, Gio. One day at a time, though. I don't worry about the week. I'll worry about Monday. Brio, Money Man Higgs, my guy. Facebook, family repping. BJ's in the house. Dallas is overrated. I said it. Listen, I don't know if they're overrated. They're okay. I like the trades. They brought in some defensive kind of guys. You're going to score 8 points. I don't care what team you are. You're not going to win a game scoring 8 points in a quarter. It's not happening. Big bounce gap. Big bounce back spot. Luka doesn't drop 30. They're cooked. Listen, I disagree with that because I got Kyrie in there who could come in and win for you. He won it for LeBron. He could do it here. But you come in, you shoot bad. What are we gonna do? I mean, the final numbers, like you got two guys with 30 points. They didn't shoot all that great. I mean, the game was out of reach. It's garbage stats. Smoke Mirror says, thank you, Brian. Brian says, look at second half over the 111. They're going to ramp it up. I don't hate the over there because you know what? They play like this. Maybe you get an overtime. You haven't had an OT yet. Thomas Post says, NBA all home teams and unders. Yes, they've been. It's playoff basketball. Jesse Shue will tell you, unders, unders, unders. You saw it after like a week or so after the All-Star game. Total started going games started going under. It took a while for the books to adjust to those, but we said that last month, more than a month ago. Marlins going to get 3.5 runs tomorrow. We'll talk about them in a second. Brian says, Riffs absolutely swallowed a whistle. Unders have to be the look until 3 or 4 overs hit. I agree. 14-2 to the unders. Cashville is up 1-0. Not good for my Vancouver puck line. Clippers cannot be trusted with a big lead. Again, you score 8 points. Everything after that's garbage. I know the NBA everybody goes on a run, but still, it is what it is. At that point, it's over. The game's over at that point. You're on the road. You're in trouble. Kawhi or not, George or not, doesn't make a difference. You're up against it. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble there. Any team's in trouble. Booger says he's got Nashville full game for $1.25. A little Smashville. Stop Joe says Preds on the board. There we go. Oldie's a member. He's a YouTube member. Thank you, Oldie, for joining up. Ken, thanks for the show. More home puck lines for tomorrow. Good luck to all. Yeah, I agree with the home puck lines for tomorrow. Ken is a premium guy. Stop Geo coming in. Dallas, who Cowboys? They are overrated. Are we talking about the Cowboys or the Stars? And Oldie comes in gifted memberships. I love it. And Brian Smith gets the membership. Look at this. Oh, you got to love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go. That's a nice start to the show. Come in, do the comments first as opposed to doing a rundown. Then we got members. Let's take a llama ride. We're doing it. We love the llama. I'm going to put some llama shirts up. We'll have some shirts. We'll throw some swag up. I got to do, I'm thinking I used to do when I did the show. When I first got down here, when I first moved, I was doing giveaways. I had a little football contest, and I give away signed jerseys. So there is that. I'm going to think about getting into that maybe this football season as well. But Old E coming through like a champion. And he's gifting memberships. Fabulous. Thank you, Old E. Let's talk some MLB for tomorrow. As I mentioned, we had a 39-38 plus 130 in baseball. Lost our play on the Jays today. NBA winner team total 45-42 plus 110. And hockey, we dropped our puck line, so we're back down to $50 here. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, we got Oakland, a little Oak Town going a plus 200. Yankees run line minus 105, 225. I want to take the A's. I want to take the under. Give me a reason why not to. That's where I'm going to be. I haven't bet it. I may very well bet them. They could very well come in here as picks. And these lines are right up to date. That's why I was about 3 minutes late coming in at the 9:30 spot as opposed to midnight. Brew Crew plus 105, total 8.5 against the Pirates, the Buccos. Jones, a young kid everybody loves. He's a strikeout machine. Let's go under. I saw an 8.5 out there. I see 8s now, believe it or not. So this is just in 15 minutes. This line's come down a half a run. So there is that. I like the under. And honestly, I like the Brew Crew again here. I mean, Pirates have lost 6 in a row. What are we doing? Do I want to take a Pirate bunch that's lost 6 in a row and favored again? Of which, I mentioned yesterday. It was today, this morning, earlier, however you want to word it. I had 9 games that I sort of liked. Was going to think about playing on. They went 5-4. They went 5-4, and you would have won a little money because you were taking. We had a loser dog with Toronto. We had a dog winner with Boston plus 30. Doggy winner Milwaukee. Doggy loser Mets. Doggy winner. Excuse me. Run line winners, but they were minus money in Cleveland and Philly. Reds were a favorite. They won. Seattle would have been a loser. So it still would have been a plus money day. Can't really complain about that one. Oh my goodness, I was coughing up a storm. You know what I've been doing? I'm going to show you. Like the top of my pen, I just like chew it, and I got like thick plastic in my throat or something. It's terrible. Yikes! Don't eat your big pens, people. Oh, it's hurting me. I'm physically hurt. Philadelphia and the Reds tomorrow. Philly a 120 fave. Suarez and Hunter Green going. Honestly, I sort of like the Phils here at the short number. I'm just worried, is it short and people think it's free money on Philly? I don't know. Haven't bet this. Not sure what I'm doing with this one. Not sure what I'm doing with this one. As again, Brewers under? Sure. This game, Tigers and Rays. I got my Tiger season win ticket. It's not looking good. It could be an 11-10. I like Scooble. The line here tells me because it's moved here. Tigers 110. When I first did this earlier this afternoon, it was a plus 105. It's come down. I want to take the Rays. Rays, might as well make it official for the chat here. Rays, even money in the chat. Haven't bet this one. I'm thinking about taking this right now as I'm just watching this number right here. I mean, I see it again. It's plus 101, even money, a minus 102. I see 1-7 out there, but all 7.5s. I'm taking a Rays. I'm taking a Rays. A ray of sunshine. Don't steal my sunshine, Len. We had some Marlins questions against the Braves. Well, here you go. 3.5 runs. Are they going to score him versus Lopez, who's pitched pretty darn good? I mean, how can we sit here and complain about a guy on the hill for Atlanta who, again, they just continue. They lost 6-4 today, but man, I had the Rangers the other day, loser. I don't know. This Atlanta team to me, still good because they could hit and put up runs like nobody's business. They end up losing late here today. Do you want to fade them off? They're the original Sunday night game, even though we got this doubleheader in Colorado. But this is the Sunday night fade spot, right? You'd think you I don't know. I mean, Lopez's numbers, you see him every game, 6 innings, 4 hits, 6 innings, 3 hits, 6 innings, 4 hits, 0, 1 run. And we're looking for the Marlins to score 3.5 runs today. Was that the question? Marlins to score 3.5 runs? They got 6 today. 3, 3, 1, 1. There's another 6 spot. 3. There's a 7 in a crazy game versus Atlanta. 5 and a 1. I mean, let's just look at the total numbers of these guys. 5, 2, 3, 7, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 10. There's a 10 spot. Who's that against? Kyle Gibson. Does that even count? Kyle Gibson? Might as well have been Debbie Gibson. 10 runs to the Marlins. 0, 2, again, 5. They've scored more than 3. What? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 23. And now you got a guy who's given up 3 runs in 18 innings? 1 run in 18 innings? No, thank you. No, thank you. Although Weathers, shockingly, has pitched well because I was like, Weathers. I think we played the Yanks. I'm like, there's no way you got to take the Yanks here, and the Yanks end up losing that game. He's pitched pretty decent here. Uh, Not bad numbers. 20 innings, 18 hits, 6 earned runs, 22 strikeouts. But not terrible. But do I want to take a 198? Um, I'd rather go under for the game in this matchup. Believe it or not, I'm gonna. We're putting in chat play Atlanta under 9.5. I will tweet these out for those in Twitter world. The Jays and the Royals, Kikuchi and Singer going at it. 8.5 is the total. I like the under here. Kikuchi's pitching well. Brady Singer's been good. I'm a little worried because I took the under Raggins and Burns, and they gave up 10 runs combined, 7 by Raggins early in the game, and it was no doubt over there. But uh, why can I see this being the Oriole game that should have been with these two guys on the hill? Kikuchi looks good, real sharp. And the Jays, I mean, look at the offense. They're not Miami anemic, but they have their problems sometimes. I'll go under the 8.5. Not gonna, I may have already bet under 8.5. The Sox and the Twinkies. I said this to our guy Dave. Paddock is on the hill. Looks bad. He's been bad the last couple of years, injury prone. You want to lay 170 with this? You want to do a run line? I don't care how bad this. And the Sox are terrible. They dropped 9 to 10. Well, Twins have dropped 7 to 10. They're not much better. You're going to give me one. This is actually a 160 now, in the 160 range. I see a 157. I saw a 161. I see a lot of 150s, mid 150s here. I'm taking the White Sox. I'm betting the White Sox tomorrow. Pen for the chat. White Sox +1. What do we got here? What could I drop this guy? I see a 161, a 150, 57. I'm going to call it a 153er. Just break it. We'll put in a little bit of a middle there for the Sox. Next up, D-backs with B Fatty. And Fatty's been a baddie. Not good at all. Lance Lynn on the hill. What do we do here? Arizona's off another win. B Fatty's been bad. Lance Lynn has been fantastic. I don't know if I could really jump on St. Louis here, though. Dropped what? 4 in a row now? Have they dropped 4 straight? 4 straight for St. Louis. Arizona at least won 1 in a row. Again, 5 and 5 last 10. Not much better than 3 and 7. Small little fave. It's a pass. It's a pass. Padres and the Rocks. A 176 now in this matchup. Run line 115. Total 10.5. The Rockies in a double dip, giving up a 10 spot. I can't come in here and tell you to take Dylan Cease. Even, I mean, run line. Do you want to do run line here? Yay. 8-2 on a run line, by the way, for San Diego this season. So not terrible. Pretty darn good. That's 80% if I'm a little smart. Double dipper, getting shelled. That's officially game's over now, right? 10-2. 6 in the second inning. Run line or nothing for me in this matchup, folks. Again, did not do anything on this game here. Orioles and the Angels, our guy. You know we like Reed Demers. Cy Young Reed Demers. And he's having a great season so far to boot. No complaints. 120 fave here. Actually, I'm seeing some 117s here. Uh, Suarez, whatever. I'm going to take the Orioles here just based on, as well as our guy Reed's been pitching, and I know Miz would come in and be like, the O's can't hit lefties. They're 7-2 their last 9 or whatever, Baltimore. And the Angels have dropped 4 in a row. I'm not looking to bet on it. Do you really want to come like, hey, let's bet the Angels, another team on a losing streak? I can't do it. I can't bet a team on a losing streak being favored. We said that about who today? St. Louis laying 160, Milwaukee winner. Pittsburgh lost 5 in a row, laying 150, loser. I mean, the Padres won today, but that was basically a pick 'em at 110. What are you doing? No, thank you. It's a dog play or nothing. Rounding out the evening, the Mets did not get it done. 6-game win streak comes to an end at Glass now. No shame in there. Now you got Katana plus 105, 7.5 against Mr. Win. Yeah, it's tough. A guy's named Win. You don't want to go a guy who's named Win, but what do we got out of here from so far? This guy starts. Not terrible. 3 runs, 4 runs, 2 runs, 1 runs, getting better. He's going to give you 5 or 6. Here we go. 5 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings, 6 innings. He's 1-3. Are you complaining about a guy who goes 5 innings, gives up 2 runs, they lose the game 2-1? How is that his fault? You lose your game 4-0. You can't get any offense in a game. You give up 3 runs, you lose 8-3. You give up 1 run, they won 3-1. I mean, where's the offense here? Where's Michael B? Where's the offense, San Fran? Kind of like the Mets. Kind of like the Mets. And honestly, if the Mets would have won today, I'd be a little worried. Like, all right, now we're getting into 7 games. Maybe they're getting a little too cocky in themselves. I don't know. I don't think the Giants should be favored. Maybe an under. I mean, the Mets have gotten over, but I think that's a combination of the Dodgers having bad pitching, the Mets just playing good right now. So there's that. NBA on Monday. Magic down to a 202.5 total here. 5.5 favorite for the Cavs. I'm going to say, as I said that 207 looked a little low. I was like, maybe an over. They drop at 5 points. Wow. Under. The unders. Sixers, Knicks. I had Sixers game 1. What's there to say? Embiid, if you tell me Embiid's not playing or he's hurt or not near 100%, they were there. We almost covered. I get it. Don't want to come in a 5. Part of me does. I know Mr. Number is going to come and make fun. You can't. Oh, Brunson. Oh, bro, I don't care about that. But at this point, I can't take the Sixers here. I still don't like the Knicks for the series. I'm no thank you play here. No thank you play. Honestly, I might this game here. I might think about a little overaction. Believe it or not. Why do I think that as the desperation comes out? I mean, last game went over here. I'm going to think this game's going to go over as well. I can see it playing the same kind of game. Oh, the Lakers. Not sure if T Money's going to make an appearance. I had to do a welfare check on him, make sure he's all right between taking the Heat and the Lakers money line the other day. Text me, hey man, Lakers, look at this, up 10. Yeah, they stink. Yeah, they do stink. I'll come back to the Nuggets again. Nuggets play like garbage and still won by double digits. Play like garbage, still won by double digits. Tuesday action, Suns and Minnesota. This was a 1. Now we're up to a 3 here in game 2 because the Suns are another group of guys everybody seems to love because it's a bunch of fancy names. I don't know. I told you Minnesota for the series. I liked them on Saturday. We're going to like them again here on Tuesday. And I'm seeing now we got Dallas Clipper line is up. I don't have it posted because when I did it, they were no lines posted. Dallas favored 2.5. Dallas is favored again. Dallas favored again. 2.5s out there. I'm seeing a couple 3s. That's what happens when you get embarrassed. You're expected to win the next game. And I agree. Dallas again. I'm taking Dallas again because I like abuse. Heat and the Celtics, a 15 spot. Yeah, I told you team total over Boston. We'll run back the team total on Wednesday night. We'll run back the team total Wednesday night. We're not gonna. We're not, I'm not trying to outthink myself like I do with these run lines of baseball. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh, where are we in the comments? We got a bunch of comments. Here we go. Here we go. Comment time. All right. So we had the oldie, the llama gear. Yes, we got to. Brian mentioned the llamas. We got to roll llamas. Let me hold on a second here. I swear I'm like choking to death on my pen cap. Oldie says, "Cheers, boys. Let's get together and always play it forward. And bankroll permits it. I appreciate the memberships." Right, Smith. That was a courtesy of the Clippers money line under two-step plus $3. Excellent win there. That was today. So B-Hawks plays I mentioned earlier, and I said, what days were those for? And I got to scroll all the way back up for B-Hawk. Orioles, Phillies, and run lines today's winners. I hope that's today, meaning because you had a nice day today if you had those games. Thomas Bill, White Sox playing fade. Thomas, I took the White Sox somewhere. I grabbed them. I took a 161 and a 157. I can't take Paddock. No. It's like he's like Mike Soroka's twin brother, separated at birth the way he's been the last couple of years. Can't lay a 170. I'll take the plus money the other way. As bad as the Sox are, 1-9 last 10. The other team's 3-7. Oh, they're not much better. What are we seeing out of Minnesota? They're 7-13. That's some. Are they all some great shakes themselves? 2-6 at home. Eh. Brian says, line the llamas up. That's what we like to do. We got to get the llamas going. Smoke and mirrors. Thank you, Brian Smith. Spreading love, Phil's had a huge day. Oh, hold on. What the heck? A 10. Brian Smith coming in like a monster. Look at this guy. How did I miss this one? Holy cow. Thank you so much, Brian. Stop your average American is 5 grams of microplastic a week. Yeah, well, I probably have more than that just eating on my pen. I'm just shocked that Brian Smith coming in here like a gangster. Look at this. Razor's in the house. Did I miss Razor? How did I miss Razors? Julian's in the house. Hope your week went well. Definitely lean Phillies, but the line is fishy. I like to raise O's D-backs tomorrow. Your thoughts? Yeah, so the Philly line against the Reds, why is this like a pick 'em? Right? Minus 150 and 20. Suarez pitched well. Definitely a little I don't know. I didn't play it. That was part of the reason why. Orioles I like, as I mentioned. We're hot. 7-2 last night. We'll take a nice streak like that. And the Angels have lost 4 in a row. I don't want to bet on a team that's on a losing streak. Now we're coming back from a road trip to boot. And as I love Reed Detmers, I liked him for the last couple of years. I don't care if he's laying 120 or 220. I'm not taking a team on a losing streak as a favorite. Can't do it. Can't do it. And D-backs tomorrow. I like B Fatty. He's my guy. I got a Cy Young somewhere on B Fatty this year. It's not looking promising. He's been bad. Lynn's pitched really well. It's a no-go for me here. If I want to get really creative here, again, Arizona's hot, right? Just took care of the Giants again. I want to do a Lance Lynn run line plus 180. Would that be too crazy? How are the D-backs versus Lynn? They've had to face him. I mean, these guys have pitched for quite a while. D-backs versus Lynn. 330 average for Barnhart. He's what, 4 for 12. Randall Grichuk got 2 homers versus him. He's hit 230. 13 at bats, 300. I mean, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Versus B Fatty. Arnado hit a homer. 1 for 3. Contreras 1 for 2, 2 for 2 for Donovan, 1 for 3 with a homer for Lars Nootbaar. I don't know. I again 180. 180 might be worth a. I'd rather try it for a big payday if I have to get involved with this game. At least this Brian Smith is a legend. Yes, he's GOAT status. I gotta figure out how to do like different things to give people like crazy. I don't know. How do I like highlight? I don't even know how to do things. I don't even know how to highlight people. Don't know how it's done. Figure it out. I think the Yankees sweep against the Oakland Athletics. No, because I think Oakland wins tomorrow. I like Oakland tomorrow, Rio. I like Oakland in the under. Who stinks us? Who? Which team are we talking about? Are we talking about the Yankees or the A's? Is that series we're talking about? Got to be an under here. If we're talking about the Yankee game, I think an under. I'm hoping this is the A's. We're talking about the A's game. Is this 8.5? Because I see an 8. Oh, this is Lynn. Okay, here we go. Lynn is overdue to get pummeled. That I don't disagree with because I'm not a huge Lance Lynn guy. But we've seen pitchers come in and start years hot for a month. And then it gets bad. Gravy yeah, but it's not that time of year yet. It's still cool. It's not the dog days yet. Where that catches up to us chubsters. Cards early D-backs to win. You like Cardinals first 5. Brian Smith says, bad as both these pens are, could be an alternate line at plus $3 over to 12.5. I mean, but the Cardinals offense is bad, though. The Cardinals offense is bad. I said the other day, I said, let's go over against Milwaukee. They're playing Hall. And I said, this is a spot where we like the over because Milwaukee somehow is a top hitting offense. And as bad as the Cardinals offense had been hitting, you got your veteran guys in there like Arenado and Goldie and stuff. Like you should be able to take advantage of a young pitcher. So that was a spot to pound it over. I don't the pound. And when I say pound it, I mean just to jump on something. I'm not saying like, oh, we got a triple a bankroll play taking over here. B Fatty's been bad. He's a young pitcher. He was bad regular season last year, and he came on strong in the playoffs. I thought it'd carry over. It hasn't. I mean, this could very well happen. I mean, Lance Lynn could turn into a gas can. Lock it in with the King is in the house. Stop. Gio says Orioles plus money. I'll bet that every game. Exactly. Last year, I think the Orioles were the second best road team in baseball. The year before, they were excellent also. You're going to give me plus money. I don't care what it is. I will take it. Again, it's not if it loses one game, folks. I bet 100. I'm into over 100 baseball games already this season. I'm going to lose well over 100 games. All right. So, like, if they lose, I'll take them anytime they're getting plus money on the road. This is a team that wins 35, 40 games on the road. They're a good team. And Angels coming back off of a road trip, first game back. I don't care how good Reed Demers has pitched. Talk about a regression coming. I mean, is he due for one? I mean, the Orioles just raked Cole Ragans, who I thought is a pretty darn good pitcher himself. He's having a nice season to start. Oldie's not liking the unders. I won't. I like the unders. I've been pretty good on my totals. I'm 18-9, 61% of my MLB totals this year. So I've been doing something right with them. North Ender's in the house. Good to see North Ender. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're having a profitable day, says Oldie. Would I do a Braves run line tomorrow versus Marlins? Yeah. Braves run line, I haven't done it. Listen, it's 115. I'll be shocked if this doesn't go up. I know Weathers has pitched well, but how in Miami scoring is the problem. And Lopez has pitched better than Weathers this year. Now, the downside is that you got Atlanta coming off the Sunday night game. Technically, and I know Rockies played a double dipper and they ended later, but the Braves are, a lot of times I don't like betting that team off that. Now they're home, which is good as opposed to hitting a road. But listen, 115 is worth it. Should they hit the Marlins? Absolutely. Especially because the Marlins, as good as weather's pitched, the bullpen's a problem here. Talk about bad bullpens. Bullpen's a problem. North Ender says he's doing the same old, same old. Thomas Bowe says Nuggets always get the Lakers. Yeah, and they house them. Had to have to have any confidence. You have confidence in the Lakers? I don't have confidence in the Lakers, North Ender. I didn't know they're playing Twins. Yeah, White Sox playing the Twinkies, and Twinkies are not playing well. And again, Paddock's not a guy I want to bet on. Like, I got to look at some pitcher matchup there. Not interested. I'll take a whatever 150, 157, 160. I got 153 in the chat. I will tweet these out. Rays even money, Atlanta under 9.5, White Sox plus 153. Those are in the chat, although not posted. We did our Marcos minute rundown and grabbed them. Would I rather lay 170 or take plus money at 160? Sox got to be exactly. I mean, how do you take? Again, Minnesota's not playing all that great. You want to take Minnesota? Laying 170s with Minnesota? Go look at Paddock's numbers for the last 3 years. Oldie says North Ender went offshore today, ripped some lips, missed the 420 show with the gang, but I was blowing smoke signals for the boys. North Ender says Brian Smith, appreciate the subs. Yeah, Brian Smith came in like a madman at the craps table buying rounds for everybody. The Phillies travel spot. Yeah, is that the essence of their minus 110 here against Hunter Green? Not far, but it's a night hotel. I mean, definitely not far. These guys might. Well, they're not going to leave tomorrow, but exactly how far is Philly to Cincy? It's the old little puddle jump. Was that about an hour flight for them? One of the members just went to Razor, so he had to be in here at some point, right? Possibly. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe it just goes to people who are members of the YouTube channel. I don't know how it works. Reds inflated from whacking the Angels. I agree to that. Again, I just mentioned the Angels dropped 4 in a row. They clubbed them. But again, that's also a White Sox team. And as much as they beat them, the Sox did score some runs there. They did score a few runs. Blue Jays money line, minus 110. It was plus $1. It's on the move here with Kikuchi. Kikuchi's getting his sleep in. Again, I like Brady Singer. Again, for me, it's an under 8.5 for me. Under 8.5. Hopefully they don't Burnsy and Cole Raggins me to death and allow 10 runs between them. D-backs are type of lineup that Lynn will try to challenge on Mikey Wax. Very, very well could. I like the last 3 years I've been talking about the D-backs offense, and we need some more pitching. And yet, B Fatty is a B Batty right now. Okay, I guess the over should be the play. Come up with a llama emoji. I gotta get some tech savvy guy to get me some. I can't even do I try to add special badges and all my pictures aren't the right pixels. So I don't know what to do. Gotta get a pro. Brian says Twins and the White Sox. Take the White Sox. When you're that big, any weather is sweaty weather. Yeah, he's definitely a big boy. That was for the Angels and the Orioles game. For what's that, bro? Listen, I like the Orioles tomorrow. As I mentioned, we've just talking about it. Lucky Lucci, Twins over, Paddock 13 runs. Thank you. Again, this is why I got the White Sox, because Paddock's been terrible. Chicago pitcher due for a little regression. Yes, but again, who are the guys on the Twins who are hitting? You think this Lewis is out for the Twins? That's a big hole in their lineup. I mean, Correa, who's this? Kepler. I mean, Brian Buxton. Who? Alex Kirilov. I mean, who's? Let me pull up the Twinkie lineup real fast here. Let's see. All right, so Lewis is out. Carlos Correa looks to be in stride. He's hitting 306. Trevor Lawrence, youngster, hitting 286. Kirilov's another youngster. Is Lawrence hurt? He played 5 games. Why is this guy on the bench? 19 games for Kirilov, 270. Martin, 268, 246, 241. Buxton, 217. Julian, 220. Here's the bulk of their lineup. Correa's been in 11 games. Buxton in 20 games, and again, their record is 7-13. He's played every game. 217. Julian, 20 games, every game. 179. 20 for Castro, 158. 18 for Margot, 170. 17 for Santana, 133. Farmer, 16, .79. 12 for Vasquez, 139. I mean, Kirilov's in 19 games. The only guy hitting over 250. I mean, Martin's in 15 games and 268. Nobody else. Jeffers, 246 in 17 games. Miranda, 241 in 11 games. I mean, and then it goes from 240. Buxton's the next guy, 217. They don't hit. All of a sudden, they're going to hit now because it's the White Sox? Maybe. I don't know. Let's lay 170, hoping for that to happen. Yikes. I mean, listen, you want to do over? Sure. I can do over because I like the dogs. I think the dogs, I mean, as much as I say, nobody's due to break out, but you're against a bad pitcher. Brian says, Orioles, Angels could be alternate over 12.5. Really? Really? Think Demers gets shelled that much? White Sox are a dumpster fire. They are. They got 3 wins. They are 3-18. Not a good look. The team above them has 7 wins. That's the Twins. Vancouver tied it up 1-1. Good. Let's go puck line. Thomas Bell said, I'll put a unit on the White Sox. Now listen, you want to get crazy. I mean, we're taking 150, 160 dogs. I understand people don't like taking dogs, but sometimes you have to. It's not just one game. You got to look at the whole season. I mean, forget about season. Look at it as a weekly thing. You can make money taking 160s than laying 160s. Philly Penn's going to be in an adventure. I agree to that. Yes, sir. Alternate line for the Philly game, or are you still talking on the alternate line for the Angels? Maurice is in the house. Took a break from baseball, focus on NBA, but when I saw the odds boost for Braves to win versus Rangers, I laid 2 units on the Rangers. The odd boost to me is auto go the other way. That's the way I look at the boosts. Do I like the Braves run line for tomorrow? It's the only way to bet them. I'm not going to tell you to come in here. You don't need to come in a show for some guy to say, hey, man, yeah, let's take the Braves tomorrow minus 220. No. 115, you want to do run line? Sure. Weathers is pitched well, but I think the Braves, as we've seen them this season, they can get to these bullpens. You saw them against the Stros drop 4 or 5 runs in like 8th, 9th, 10th innings, whatever, late. So I think they should cover this run line. Again, I haven't bet this one, but I do like it. Bucks have a decent year, healthy, finally putting. Come on, that's not a decent year. That's not a decent year. How can you say it's a decent year for Buxton? 217? No homers? 1 walk, 25 strikeouts. Granted, the guy gets healthy. He's like 32. You think that Brian Buxton's like 27. The guy's like 31. 1 walk, 25 Ks. That's how you hit 217. Both pens are hot garbage. Absolutely. Once stars drive, nothing good is going to happen. Listen, you don't got to tell me. I'm an under kind of guy. I get it. June says, just bet the O's plus 110 and raise even money. I like them both. I got the raise here in the chat, and I bet on Baltimore plus 109 already. And Julian, good to see you. Thanks for popping in, my friend. All right. Well, there's the Heat game for the Banners style. Let's go to the Banners. We're adding Rays plus 100. We're adding Braves under 9.5. We're adding the White Sox plus 153. Anything in the NBA for tomorrow? For Money Monday NBA, do I come back on the Nuggets? Or do we just do under? I don't know what to do here. I do not know. We'll leave that one blank. For NBA tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do. Hockey tomorrow. A loaded schedule of fun. Do we take the Dallas Stars on the puck? I think I might do a little Dallas over here. I don't know. Let's. Where do we? I didn't even do a Marcos minute here on these hockey games, but we're going to roll out the games in the chat here just so we could. People say, "Oh, I didn't know you put that out." Yeah, we'll put it out. We'll add it there. It's there for see. So Bruins, Toronto. I wanna say under. I want to come back on all the unders here. I want to come back on all the unders. Call me crazy. Give me some unders here. An under Monday night on the ice. All the 5 and 8. Give me the unders. Give me the unders. B-Hawk says Rays and Oriole parlay. Again, I'm not a huge parlay guy, right? Because the best way to go 4-1 is to put in a 5-team parlay. But I like both of these games. So I expect it to go 2-0. Ken says, Sean, how about Guardians' best team in baseball? 16-6 helps play in Oakland 7 times. I know. And again, with them, I was not expecting offense from them. But again, you mentioned they do play Oakland 7 times. So we'll see what transpires with Cleveland going forward. Now, their next game, their next series is against, where is Cleveland? I got all the banners for games not played already. So the Bo Sox come to town against Cleveland tomorrow. Dodgers against the Nationals. Houston playing the Cubbies. I'll be all over the Cubbies. This Astro team's a mess. Last place Houston Astros, by the way, folks. Struggling. Mariners at the Rangers, coming out of Colorado, big win, but they get the rest day today. They're resting. Rangers are resting after losing down, or actually they just won here Sunday in hot Atlanta. Should be an interesting matchup here on Tuesday with those games. Should be interesting. We'll see what happens. All right, we're going to get on out of Dodger. Let's do a quick little. What do we got? We do have NBA going right now, don't we? NBA and hockey being played. 69, 66, I guess. I mean, that's what I just flipped the cover, so I don't know what the real score is. I'm not watching live streaming this, but all right. Rays, Braves under, and the White Sox. We're going crazy. White Sox. But you know what? You got to believe in yourself, just like this Yeti guy, the squash man. So I believe in the White Sox tomorrow. Brian, thank you very much. You have a great night. Appreciate everybody stopping by. It's good to see everybody. Some new faces, some old faces. And hey, thanks for coming in. Did anybody even vote in a poll? Not one person voted in the poll. Oh boy. I'm out of here. We got another new comment. Ken's coming in that comment. All NHL games are over 5.5s. Under on all games, one is a great call. That's what I'm thinking, Ken. I'm going unders. Lock it in with the King. Good to see you. I'll see you tomorrow as well. And again, thank you for the new members for supporting the show here. I will see you on Monday.